Hey guys, welcome back to Life Learning with me, Christy. I would like to share with you today my senior year bucket list, plus some new announcements about my progress here at WGU. I would also like to share with you some ideas for your own bucket list if you're interested. I know that it's mostly popular for like high school students, but for college students, it's just as important. And even though you, as an online student, are not on a campus in person, you can still have a very special and exciting senior year and a bucket list to go with it. You're getting ready to transition into your career. You're getting ready to leave your college, and especially if you're a WGU student, and face your professional life ahead. There's actually a lot more to do as a senior, even a year before you graduate. And you can start as early as a year or 6 months from then. This video that I'm sharing with you today will mostly be for online students because for campus students, I'm sure there's lots of different things that you can do. There's not really much out there for online students, so this video is dedicated to online students. Before I share my bucket list and some ideas that you could use in your own senior year bucket list, let's get to those announcements. I'm so excited to share with you. Of course, I'm officially a senior. I wouldn't be making and sharing this video if I wasn't. I found out that I have enough credits. I think you can look on your unofficial transcript to figure out which you are, whether you're a freshman, a sophomore, junior, senior. There are a certain number of credits at WGU for you to qualify for each. And I believe it's 70 something credits for you to be a senior, which I am. Yay! I've also achieved a 4.0 GPA. I didn't know it at the time. WGU doesn't really count GPA. They have something called, I think it's SAP. You can ask your mentor about it. I actually found out that way through my mentor. It's like a different system they use to determine your GPA. And I think I have like a 90%, which is a 4.0 GPA. So I'm super excited and super stoked. I've never really achieved that high of a GPA before. Even in my other college that I had, I think I had maybe a 3.5, but I didn't think it was near as close as a 4.0. And I didn't realize this, but at WGU, all the courses that you take, they really want you to aim for a B or better. I know they don't count grades in WGU, but I found out that they actually do make sure that you have the score of a B or a better. And that's really interesting because in the other college that I attended, it was usually, I think, a D or C was okay for you to pass, but they really want you to push hard and work hard towards your degree. They really want you to, stand out from other colleges and stand out from other students across the world. So I think this is a really good thing for them to do. Something else that's not quite related to WG, but I think it's part worth mentioning that I'm so excited about and I've worked really hard in. I've finally finished my foundational, advanced, and executive certifications at the NSLS Honor Society. I got into this honor society, I think in October of 2021. I think when I just kind of started in WGU, I kind of got accepted and nominated to go. So I went and I got my foundational certification and I decided to go ahead and try and get advanced and executive. And it took a lot of work. It took a couple of years here, but I finally finished and I'm so excited. So I got my cores and everything and I'm just super stoked about it. I also got into my dream honor society. I've been wanting to get into this honor society since I started college in general, especially as a future educator. But I'm so excited to announce that I got into my dream honor society at the Kappa Delta Pi. It's an honor society mostly for educators, which comes with tons of amazing benefits. My favorite benefit would have to be the teaching channel. For those of you who don't know, the teaching channel is kind of like YouTube, but they let you see, like, it's kind of a great way to observe in the classroom. There's many different topics, different subjects. You can look up a wide range of things. They do cost money in order to, unfortunately, for for you to see some of the videos. But if you're a WGU student in the teaching program, they actually do show you some videos that will be in some of your courses. And I always enjoyed watching them. It's kind of like Edutopia, which is a free YouTube channel. I love that as well. I just felt like the teaching channel had more to offer. So one of the benefits of Kappa Delta Pi is that you get it for free, and I have been using that to really study for my courses, and I just love it. Sometimes I just watch it in my free time. I just love it. So these are all of my new announcements to share with you guys, and I'm super excited. I've worked really hard to be here, and I'm just really honored for how far I've come. I'm really proud of everything that I've done, everything that I've achieved, and I hope that I will continue and progress in my degree and continue to make great achievements. So I've broken these down to time period of when I can expect to complete them. But again, feel free to do what's best for you. If you want to change some of these up. So 6 months to a year to graduate. These are the things I hope to accomplish. And if you have any extra things to suggest for me, I would love to know. So just link it down below in the comments. First thing is to apply for scholarships. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Shouldn't you be doing this when you're a freshman? Well, yes, but I'm working on some of those as well. WGU has some scholarships that I've applied for, and I have been unsuccessful, unfortunately. But I'm still going to apply for scholarship. I'm going to keep applying until I get one. Read books for your career, how to handle certain situations. It's just so important because there's only so much that your degree can prepare you for. And it's just better to kind of get ahead and really try and prepare yourself for your career. I've been taking a lot of pictures of my terms here at WGU. So I feel like I should create some sort of like book itself, not just an album, which I think I could do, but kind of do like a book. So maybe do Etsy or Shutterstock or something like that. Going to a school event is my next one. I know WGU and many online campuses may not have stuff that you can go to in person, but online you can, thankfully. The next thing is going to a career fair. Now, this one's very important as well because you will be transitioning to your career, and it's only fitting that you go to one of these. Take part in a campus tradition. Now, when I say campus tradition, I know that because of online students, you can't go in person, but I'm sure there are a few things that you can do that are just for your college only, and you can partake in them. Whether it's an online event, a webinar, a podcast, just really something, that is important to you and your school. Go to it, take part in it, and have fun with it. This next one I've seen a lot for, and I'm actually interested in doing this. In fact, I kind of signed up at WGU to do this, so we'll see how this goes. But it's to participate in a 5K run or walk for your college. I don't think I'll be running, quite honestly. I don't think I'm in that great shape to go running. I think walking is better suited for me, and that's fine too. So I think I'm going to participate in a 5K walk, whether that's around my community or in a park somewhere. Attend a study hall. This one is really for WGU as well. They have lots of different study halls for all different classes. So pick one, go to it, and just say that you've kind of been. A study hall is really a place where you study with other students in that course about material, and sometimes there'll be instructors there with you to answer questions that you have. This next one is to write a letter to your future self, and I think this is important because it's great to kind of see where you were and where you are now, kind of like a great reflection. So how far in advance should you write to your future self? I'm thinking maybe 3 to 5 years. The next thing I hope to do is to host a games night with friends. And I think you can do this too as an online student. If you were on campus, I mean, you could do it with people in your dorm or people that you live with or whatever. But for online students, you can still do this too. So we have some friends, and last time they came over, they played board games with us, and it was so fun. So I'm thinking of hosting some sort of games night for my friends, and I think that'll really be very exciting and enjoying. Completing Owl's Nest challenges. This is specifically for WGU. I will link this down below if you're interested. But Owl's Nest is basically a place where you can go and complete challenges for WGU. Really helps you to kind of get familiarized with all the resources and things that they have for you. I think it's really cool, and all the stuff that I've managed to do, I have rewards. I have seen this, and I think I earned this, and I'm still waiting for it because I'm so excited. I finally got the WGU fluffy blanket. I've been seeing it going around, and I think it used to be in the welcome box of WGU, and now they kind of like took it out and put it on Owl's Nest. So if you're interested in that blanket, I'll try and link it down below um, just for you to kind of see it if you're interested. But I finally was able to get it, yay! And I'm kind of waiting for it in the mail. Owl's Nest has allowed me, really opened up my eyes to so many different things that I didn't know WGU had, like resources, online webinars, and even that 5K run/walk that I'm going to do. Is making the most of your student discounts. You can actually get a student ID card at WGU. For future teachers, you actually have to have one to go into a classroom. It's just required, but I mean, I think it's professional, so might as well. But you can really make the most of your student discounts. I think many different apps and stores and even restaurants allow for student discounts. So WGU is a student. If you show them your ID card, you will possibly get those student discounts. I've decided to attend some online TED Talks for my career. This is just something personally for me, but I think it'd be very beneficial for you too. TED Talks are really great. They've got lots of different ones ranging from so many different topics. But I've decided to really go to some that will really benefit my career as a future educator. Right, so 1 month to 5 months to graduate, plan a road trip. Whether it's small, big, whatever, I'm just going to plan something and I'm going to go do it. I'm hopefully would like, whether it's like this summer or after I graduate, I really want to kind of meet up with some online friends that I've made friendships with, and I think it would be really fun to go to new places that I've never really been or I have been before and just hang out with them. So I'm hopefully going to be doing that as part of like my small senior trip. Having a senior skip day and just make sure it's 1 day. I think this is gonna be one that's gonna be, like, further down before I graduate. I had one in high school, and I think they kind of keep up with this tradition as well. I do remember in high school that when I had my senior skip day, all of my classmates went down to the river and they swam in it. And I'm not a big fan of Louisiana rivers down here. So I think what I did is I went home and went to sleep. But I think the idea of having a senior skip day is fun because, you're getting to that point where you're almost graduating and you worked really hard, and it's just the perfect excuse to have a lazy day or whatever kind of day you want to have. So having a senior skip day, I think, would be really fun for me to do, and just kind of keep up with that tradition. The next thing I'm going to do is create a resume and plan additional degrees. I've mentioned before on this channel that I am going to be doing my master's degree in instruction and curriculum at WGU. So as soon as I graduate, I will leave some leeway time in there for me, but I'm going to do my master's degree. I've decided to do it part-time because if I get an education job, I will be full-time in that. So I still want to keep up with my master's, but I think I'm going to make it like a part-time student. So creating a resume will really help that. I think it's nice to just go ahead and start getting ready for it. Begin internship, and when I say internship, I mean like direct teaching at WGU, um, teaching hours. I know I have to have a certain number of hours to teach. So that is my internship, and when I begin that, I'll be super excited because I know that graduation will be very, very close. I've already been in the habit to actually gather some supplies for my career. I've actually made like um, a little wish list. Unfortunately, a lot of teachers do have to pay things out of pocket. Sometimes their school districts will help them out, but there's only so much they can give me. And I just think that gathering my supplies ahead of time or even thinking about what I really want in my classroom just, again, motivates me for my courses and also helps me to get ready when I transition into my career. Planning a graduation party. This is a must. Of course, I want to celebrate and have family and friends over. I'm hoping people will attend, so I've already been in the making of actually planning my graduation party. Just year in advance. Just kind of got some things. Haven't gotten everything because I think there's time for me to do that. But gather graduation supplies is also, I think, important to do, especially when you're about to graduate. The next thing is to create a time capsule video. In addition to the book that I want to make, I also want to make like a time capsule video. I feel like just pictures and maybe some videos of me working hard at WGU, I think is important and I think is a great way to kind of show the progress that I've made for, I think it's 3 years that I've been here at WGU. At my high school, I wasn't allowed to decorate my graduation cap, which is upsetting. I feel like people should just let the kids decorate their caps. I mean, it's just a special moment. But if you weren't able to, like me, definitely decorate it for college. At WGU, they don't care. Actually, they encourage you to decorate your cap. So that is what I'm going to do. I've gathered a few things that I'm going to decorate it for. And I've been super excited to do this. So I highly recommend that you decorate your graduation cap. The second to last thing that I'm going to do is create a 5-year goal list. This is just something that I'll be working towards for the next 5 years. So my 5-year goal list, where do I see myself in 5 years? Hopefully I would have gotten both degrees, maybe working on my doctorate by then. Not quite sure yet, but creating that list kind of gets your gears working, and I think it's also important to have goals for your career when you move forward. The last thing that I hope to do, 1 month to 5 months before I graduate, is to spend a summer backpacking on the budget, all the finances. I think this is crucial because, when you graduate, you want to be in a good position to either move forward with a new degree or an additional degree or move forward in your career or your personal life. If you were living in a dorm, you'd be transitioning out, hopefully living in your own home or apartment or whatever. And this is kind of like that, just kind of polishing your finances a little bit, getting ahead of things, I think is important. It also goes back to gathering supplies for your career and gathering graduation supplies as well. Just kind of just balance everything out, get everything ready for when you transition out. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I really hope that you like this video. If you can think of anything else, again, to put on a senior year bucket list, I'd really love to hear it. So comment down below. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye, guys.